Hello, it's Monday morning. It's Thursday morning for everyone. How's everyone doing today? Welcome to Coaching Tank Talk. I am Life Coach Shaun, the man from Pasig City, and I'm from Life Coach Philippines. And this is coaching for inspired fidelity. This coaching conversation are for men out there who want to be able to speak their thoughts, speak their hearts, speak their feelings, speak their emotions. Start speaking, start talking about what are the valuable things in your life, what are the things that would allow you to thrive in all of the things that you do. Start expressing that, and my mission is to be able to help 1 million men to live, to love, to learn, to laugh, and to leave a legacy. If you are someone who is giving all of your love to others, but eventually you're forgetting yourself, and that is something that I help with men out. Try to shift that mindset, not try, shift that mindset altogether, so that we start taking care of yourself, because we cannot give what we don't have, right? If we can't take care of ourselves, how can we take care of others? That is really just the basic concept in there that we need to start working on, so that we are living fully in all of the things that we do. I also help men to learn what are the things that's going to be of value to you when you start investing your time, your money, your attention, your resources, so that you have a thriving life, so you have a successful life, so that you have a life in which it's fulfilling. You're fulfilling your mission, your calling, your purpose, your passion, all of these different things that allows you to just continue on thriving. I help men to laugh, to enjoy life, not to be so serious with a lot of different things that's happening in your life. And I help people and I help men live a legacy. Like, what is that? What is that day to die for? What is that day in which you would say to God that I'm good. I'm good already. I've done all of the things that I feel, that I think that I want to do, I want to complete, I want to accomplish, and I'm done. You can take me home. I can go home. I can relax, and I know that my kids or anyone that I leave behind will do better. Thank you for joining me live today, and please leave your digital footprint and letting us know where you are currently, like the coaches you're seeing in the comment section below. If I'm looking here, I can see the comment section in there. Tag your friends in there, circulate this video. Let's bless more people in the digital space. You would say, Coach, you're focused on men. Can women watch my segment as well? Yes, of course you can. You can do that too. It's something that you can learn as well, and you can talk to your husbands with this. You can share this with this knowledge, this wisdom, and eventually, when they are more comfortable, can have them join in here and fully engage, and help them out. Start really sharing their hearts and their souls with you. All right. And you may also give a shout out to to friends that you have. Give them a shout out. Give them some inspiring message. Let's bless them. Let's just ask them to come on, join us, have a conversation with us. If you're watching this on a replay, please do comment hashtag replay. I am streaming by a FB page of Life Coach Philippines and YouTube channel Coach AI-Connect. That's Coach AI-Connect for YouTube. If you are new to the platform, please like, follow, and subscribe. All right. If this is the first time you're joining me, if this is the first time you're seeing my face, if this is the first time you're hearing my voice, maybe you're up there somewhere. Maybe you're cooking for breakfast or brunch. It's 10 o'clock. Maybe you're doing different things in there and you're watching me. I am Life Coach Shaun Joya. I'm a professional actively co-create life coach, and I'm also a certified mental health coach from Life Coach Philippines. You see me every week here at Life Coach Philippines. You also see me in YouTube channel I-Connect. And for those who joining, maraming salamat. Coach Maureen, Coach Diana, Coach Lady Jen, of course, and my better half is also watching and joining us, and you know helping out with the space. If you have any questions, feel free to utilize the comment section in there. If you have clarifications, just type it in there, then you should be fine. We'll be able to help you out as we progress in the day. Okay. And as a life coach, I empower men to be mentally fit so that they can stay inspired to live a more meaningful and fulfilling life. You might think that, hey, coach, I think I'm doing well. I'm doing well with all the things that I need to do with my work, with my relationship, yada. And these are the things that you feel that they're okay. But have you ever had a moment in which you started asking yourself if this is really the life that I want? Or is this more? Is there more in my life? Is there more than the work that I do? Is there more than the relationship that I have? Is there more than the materials that I have? Is there more to life? Then if that is something that has already come into your mind, let's have a conversation. I offer a complimentary coaching sessions for men out there who are wanting to take the time, make the time, and you know use the time towards success in their life. And I've been married for 19 years. I have two kids. They're teenagers right now, 19 years old and 16 years old. I have a daughter who's a animator. So she's an entrepreneur, creative entrepreneur. I call her a creative entrepreneur because she's creating a lot of digital content in there. Like she's drawing, she's animating. It's one of the wonderful things that she's doing right now, and she's earning from it. She's able to buy stuffs and able to pay her bills. She has a mobile bill right now, and she's the one paying for it, which is a wonderful feeling. And I also have a son who's now 16 and making a decision, journeying towards life coaching. Investing on himself, trying to figure out, not trying, figuring out if he wants to be a automotive engineer or he wants to be a 3D modeler. Yeah. So those are the things that we're helping our son because of life coaching, and it's empowering them to make a necessary decision for them to thrive in their life. As a parent, I believe that as a parent, we are the first teacher of our children, and the best way to teach our children is to invest on our learning first. We must become a student to be a teacher. You can't be a teacher if you have never been a student. You will say, Coach, I went to college, to high school, and so on and so forth. That is not what I'm talking about. If you're not investing in your personal growth and development, then what are you giving to your children? Diba? We cannot give what we don't have, and that's something that we need to focus our attention on. A brief history of me. I am not normal. Back in August 26, I've been assessed by a psychiatrist as I am having an adjustment disorder with depressive mood and anxiety. So I am not normal. I look like normal, but what's normal these days, right? What's the look of normal? So I'm not normal. I have emotional dysregulation, which I tend to feel negative emotions at the maximum level. So it's always extreme. Either I get angry, or I just shut off everyone in my space, and I just hide somewhere, not get disturbed with all of the things that you do. But at times, this emotional regulation, when it goes peak or valleys, it's a problematic behavior, and at times I have suicidal thoughts and intense anxiety. But those are the things I'm able to manage. I'm super grateful. I've invested on a 1-year program of Master Coach A, and it has been helping me for the last couple of months to manage this mental health condition that I have, which is so powerful. And I'm super proud that I've been there. I'd be able to learn all of these things, have the understanding of where I'm at right now, and also able to connect with other people, other men out there who are having challenges with expressing their emotions. We would either keep quiet, or at times we just go in anger mode. These are the things that I wanted to help men out there, because the influence of a man is so significant that it changes the future of our children. So imagine if we continue to stay on the path that we have right now, and if it's not developing us to be a better version of ourselves, then what's going to happen, right? It's just passing on generations to generations whatever has worked before, and we feel that will work for them, for our children today. All right. Thank you very much again for joining me. For those people who's tagging friends in there or people maraming salamat. Let's have them join in here. Today's episode, I'm going to talk about life management. What does it take to live a thriving life? And I've been last Monday, I talk about redefining time management inside coaching for workforce management. So it's that specific to work on how you can start redefining life time management, because most of the time what happened when we're seeking skills or knowledge on how to manage our time, we are managing the time itself instead of ourselves managing ourselves through time. And that is where we need to start changing our mindset on how we take a look at time management altogether. That it's not really that time management that we need to manage, it's us, our life, we need to be able to manage that. And one of the challenges that people are facing today is the lack of efficiency, the lack of effectivity of how people are managing themselves to time. And I encourage you, if you haven't watched that, that was last Monday, inside Life Coach Philippines or YouTube channel, Coach AI Connect, just utilize the search function in here, like the, um, search button in there, and search the title Redefining Time Management. Watch it. That's less than 30 minutes. Then afterwards, go back here. But if you've already watched that, then good. And let's continue with this journey. So life management is our ability to handle uh, everything we need in our life in order to live a productive, happy, joyful, blissful, and fulfilling life. So if you are currently able to manage things in order to live productively, live joyfully, and live meaningfully and fulfilling life, then that is what life management is. And life management, if we are not intentional, can put us in a spiral of thoughts, ideas, feelings, emotions, processes and procedures that will not serve us in the future. And when we're intentional about how we're managing our lives right now, how we're managing our responses, how we're managing our communication, how we're managing our thoughts, how we're managing our emotions, how we're managing all of these different things, that allows us to handle everything and make our life joyful and blissful. And it goes beyond your normal productivity hacks. You've probably heard of a lot of productivity hacks in the internet, that's telling you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You do this, you master it, and you're good. But in reality is those checklists that we do every single day that we need to complete sometimes can be dulling, can be boring, and it can be monotonous that it bores, ourselves, and it doesn't motivate us and inspires us to move forward. And if you are like like that, eventually, as I've said, it's just going to be a boring thing, right? That you just create a to-do list rather than creating a to experiment list, or to test list. I change the way that I'm doing my everyday journal and scrap the to-do list because I felt that I'm just forcing myself to do things that doesn't really give you much joy, but it's something that you need to do. To changing that into a to test list, because it allows me now, my mind would say that, hey, you're testing other ways for you to better improve the way you perform and the better way that you do efficiency and productivity. And you know doing checklist can make you feel like a robot, can make you act at a robot as a certain task. And we are not human doings. We are human beings. We just don't do things just for the sake of doing it. We are beings. It means that we need to live. We need to have a connection. We need to all of the things, do the things that we do that makes our life fulfilling and meaningful. And doing tasks just because of the sake you're doing it and you feel like a robot is not a fulfilling life. It's not living a fulfilling life. It's not being strategic and taking a look at life long term. It puts you in a space where it's tactical. You need to do things in short bursts. While that's okay, but again, what is the path? Where are you going towards that? And a checklist only can help you in there in the short term. But the long term, you need to be able to have long-term goals, clear goals, so that you can stay life by design and not by default. Don't live a drifting life. That's not going to give you the joy that you need to you. All right. I believe that we need to have a set of plans first before we can plan, a set of long-term plan first before we can plan our day. So we need to have a goal in the future, 5 years, 10 years, or maybe 1 year. Because of the pandemic, we don't know what's going to happen in our life. 365 days planning is okay with us, but at least you have a long-term vision of what the future is for you. And you need to set clear end goals. So what are the end goals that you have? Like, I wish I open up this talk. What's a day to die for, right? What is a day to die for? Because when you ask that a powerful question to yourself, you're now figuring out and clarifying what is it that will make your life meaningful and fulfilling. If you know Stephen Covey, the author of The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, what's one of the 7 habits that he shared there is beginning with the end in mind. So what is the end in mind for you in your lifetime. Like, how do you want to see your life in there? And when you're able to have clarity of what the end in mind is, set your goals and work backwards until you're able to live behind you how you can better manage your life. Yeah. Talking about life management in here. And life management talks about integration of everything that you do with your life, with your work. It makes you create ideas that are emergent, thoughts, thinking, doing every single thing that you're needing to do. That is what life management is all about. It's integrating your life and your work. I don't believe in work-life balance because work-life balance just makes you move from work and your life gets so exhausting at times. You get to hold on to both two, and it can be daunting at times. Work-life integration is you integrate the two because there's no separation in work and life. I tell you, you can't separate the two. It's intertwined together, and the faster that we accept that that's true, the better it is for us to take action and become better at it. All right. So, what are the things that we need to take a look at? What are the things that we need to? What does it take for us to live a thriving life? Yeah, what does it take for us to live a thriving life? I'll give you seven points on you to start. What are the things that you need to start considering? Well, number one, if you want to have a thriving life, is you need to get clear on your values. Like, what are the things that you value? The values that you have, the top values that you have. Like, for me, my top value is family. I thought that was my top value, only to realize that value is on the top of my list. Family is in the top of my list of my values, because I don't want to have this difficult conversation with the people that I love, because it stresses me out in an emotional level. And I would just rather think of you as a family, and it's okay that, hey, if you did something, you said something, and that's fine. Let's just not have that conversation anymore, because I'm not able to regulate my emotions that well. And what happens is I either just leave as fast as I can, or I have this difficult conversation, anger, and have this irritations already that doesn't come out well and sit well with the people that I talk with. And when I realized that, I was like, oh, the top value that I have was walking away from someone, getting away from something. See, the value that you have needs to be in a way that you are moving towards a certain experiences, a certain goal. These are the things that of value to us. Like, my top value right now is humor. I want to be able to just enjoy life, make people laugh, because it's something that makes me feel joyful. So if that is the value that you have right now, that you're moving towards something of an experience, a relationship, then that is real value. But if the value that you have right now is moving away from a certain situation, experiences, emotion, then that is not a real value that you have. So take a look at that, make a reflection of how you're seeing your value. So that's the first one. Number two is discover your why and your purpose. Your why is your true north. Your why directs you to where you need to go. Your why creates the path, so you don't go astray on all of the things that you say and then you do. So think for a moment right now, what is your purpose in this world? Sabi nga, in a famous commercial, para kanino ka bumabangon? You would say, I'm waking up for my children, my spouse, my family, and so on and so on. But really, putting other people aside, what do you do? So who do you wake up for? What would be the reason you wake up in the morning if you remove all of the people that you have in your space? So think about that. So that is number two. Number three is, people are used to setting big goals. Eventually them not meeting that big goals. It's I call it a big, hairy, audacious goal. You set that goal. It's good that you're setting it up, but the question now is, how are you going to chunk it in small ways so that you're moving towards every step of the way until it makes it a reality? So the third is chunk your way to success. So when you have a goal, chunk it every single step, one day at a time, one moment at a time. You don't need to do a sprint, then eventually you'll achieve that big goal of yours. No, it's a marathon. Life is a marathon. It takes time, takes effort. It takes all of these plannings that you need to do. So chunk your way to success is number three. Number four is utilize net, N-E-T, net principle. The net principle is a principle that you tell yourself that there's no extra time that you have. And what does this mean? Very simple. When you are urged to take your phone and eventually start clicking and browsing things that in social media, in the internet, certain things that's not allowing you to live the life that you have, becoming a better person. That is the no extra time principle. It means that when you cannot say that you don't have time. Everyone has time. The question is, how are you utilizing your time and managing yourself with all of the things that you do? And how you can use the net time? Very simple. If you're doing errands, do something that would allow you to achieve your goal. Do something that's powerful, that you would learn some skill, you would learn some knowledge for you to get better. When you're commuting, if you're still going to work, find out ways for you to learn while you're commuting. Maybe you're exercising, maybe you're cleaning right now, maybe you're feeding, feed your mind with something intellectual, something powerful, something that you can utilize as you progress in your life. So number 4 is utilize no extra time. Yan yung net time. Thank you, Coach Lady Jen, for putting that in there. Number 5 is invest in deep conversations. Invest time in deep conversation. Like, who are the people that you're connecting with on a regular basis? Are these the people that's allowing you to explore opportunities? Are these the people that's allowing you to expand your horizon? Are these people allowing you to have meaningful conversations in a way that you strengthen the relationship, either with your spouse, with your children, with your parents, other people around you that's so special, and be intentional with them. So invest time in deep conversation is number 5. Number 6 is learn how to communicate your thoughts and feelings better. Like, how are you currently connecting with people? How are you currently connecting with the people that you love and expressing yourselves in ways that they understand? Sometimes we get so triggered with other people when we're starting expressing that people would tell us, hey, you don't need to feel that way. You don't need to think that way. You don't need to all of these different things. Like, when you're triggered towards that kind of conversation, how are you expressing yourselves in ways that the person understands you and understand the way you're seeing life and you're seeing things? And lastly, number 7 is learn mental models. Like Decaf Kappa Republic had been, and Master Coach Shaun has been doing this monthly mental model masterclass, and most recently we're learning a lot of mental model masterclass. And one of the things that I've been continuously practicing is the 10,000 experiment, that I will experiment 10,000 times until I find the best way for me to do things efficiently, effectively, that makes my life fulfilling. And if that is something that you would want to learn, something that you want to invest on, you don't need to look far. You don't need to look in the internet. I encourage you, visit us, use the search function here at Life Coach Philippines and just search mental models, and you'll see all of the posts in here. Join the Be-Learning Society. The Be-Learning Society is something that would allow you to see things in a different perspective. My children are joining this class, and I tell you, it's a powerful thing because you're able now to have something in common to have a conversation with. All right? So if that is something that you want to take advantage, just message us here at Life Coach Philippines, and we'll be happy to share it with you how you can benefit mental models. Again, mental models are how we see things, how we perceive things, how we process things. That is what mental model is all about, right? Life management is all about measuring things. You would say, Coach, why do I need to measure things? I've been measuring a lot of different things already in the workplace. Chill. Before you go to commando with me, let me elaborate here. In the workplace, our performance is being measured to see if it aligns to the job description that we have, right? Very simple. We are given training, we're being coaching, we're giving mentoring, we're giving all of these different things that would allow us to develop specific skills so that we can effectively and efficiently do our work, right? That is something that is happening, right? Now, that allows us to thrive at work. Now, my question is, imagine for a moment Put yourself in a moment, on a space in which you're getting training in your life. You're getting coaching with your life. You're getting mentoring with your life from the people that you trust, from the people that have been there, from the people that's making an impact, from the people that you see their life improving. Imagine if that is something that the work that we do and the way that performance management is done is created in the life part of us, and we create life management. So that is where the gap is. Because at work, we're given performance management, but in life, we're just taught of time management. And time management, we know we cannot really manage time. And shifting the way that we think of things and starting to create a life management activities, regular one. You can do that quarterly, weekly, monthly, daily, yearly, whatever works. But start implementing a life management session, because this is where you would start to really imagining how life would be, and you don't up ending dull in the place that people are in right now, that they're not happy and joyful with the work that they do and even the life that they have. So we need to start investing on ourselves. As I've said, we cannot give what we don't have. We need to start learning and developing who we are. Now, if these things that I have said are done, in action, I tell you, think about the kind of life that you will be living today. Let me ask you a question. Who is the most important person in your life? Like, who is the most important? If you reflect on it, who's that one person? Now, you might say that it's your wife. You might say it's your kids. You might say it's your parent. You might say with other people, and that's fine and fair. I mean, that's okay. But really, the most important person in our lives is just one person. And that person is you. You are the most important person in your life, because you cannot give what you don't have. If you are giving something that others, to others, like time, then what time do you have for yourself? What time do you have for your personal growth? What time do you have for your learning, education, development? Are you even able to take care of yourself and care for yourself? Just taking care of your body, taking care of your well-being, taking care of the things that you eat, the things that you consume. These are the things that we forget, right? You are the most important person in your life. And life management talks about bringing ourselves into a space of awareness, bringing ourselves in a space of acknowledgement, bringing ourselves into a space of taking action. That, hey, I need to take care of me. I need to schedule a time for me, and that needs to happen. It needs to happen today, not tomorrow. Well, it needs to have happened yesterday or last year or 10 years ago. But you still have a choice right now. Life management is allowing you to see the bigger picture. The bigger picture of the workspace or the space that you're living in right now. Far more bigger than, the monitor that you're looking at right now. Maybe you're looking at your phone, hearing me out, listening to me, learning with me, It's far more bigger than the keyboard that you're using or the, touchpad that you're using in your mobile phones. It's far bigger than the mouse that you use to navigate, internet, to navigate through your desktop. That's a lot bigger. Your life is a lot bigger than that. Because the things that you input in your mind, in your heart, in your soul, in your body is something that you have control over. It's not the other way around, because at times, social media or the internet of things can take control of us. We need to start tracking our progress, because tracking our progress allows us to be more intentional with where we invest our time and where we invest our attention on. It's about being fully present? Like right now, are you just focusing fully on hearing me and learning from me, or you're doing something different in there? Right? Well, that's okay if you're, cleaning up. That's okay. But if you're doing specific work that requires a lot of mental effort, that's not good for you. That's not good for mental health. Many people would just live in the past and live in the future, that they tend to lose sight of the present moment. We need to start living in the present. We are plagued with a lot of this busyness. I call it BCBs, that we need to be unstoppable, moving from places to places, doing different things, and so on and so forth. Having multitasking skills. When I was in the corporate world, I felt that multitasking is something that has superhuman power, only to realize that it just tires, our mind, and eventually to a point of exhaustion. We need to start working on ourselves. We need to start investing time to ourselves and utilizing that moment, that special moment, for us to say, hey, I'm worthy of this time. I'm worthy of this investment. I'm worthy of this, things that I'm doing to be a better person. Fulfillment is achieving something, or a promise, or something we have predicted. In basic term, fulfillment is about having a vision or a goal that you're aiming towards, because it is something that you want to leave behind this world. So what is that one thing that you want to leave behind? What is that one thing that when you're able to do that, you would say, I'm okay. I'm done. My life has been so meaningful and fulfilling. And I would now begin to just tell myself consistently that, hey, you did well. All is well. Sabi nga doon sa isang movie na napanood namin recently. So my question to you is, are you ready to manage your life? And if the question is yes, I would like to invite you next week for another episode of Coaching for Inspired Fidelity. I'm going to talk about the 3 approaches in life management. And if you are someone who's ready to make the change, if you are someone who's ready to manage your life, if you are someone who's ready to create a life management cycle every single year, every single quarter, every single month, for you to take track, keep track of your performance in their life, and improvement, and achieving your goals, let's have a coaching conversation. Let's have a strategic session. Let me help you fulfill your dreams, fulfill your goals. I'm offering a 1-hour complimentary coaching session for individuals who want to embark on a journey towards transformation. If this is something that you want to move forward with, if this is something that you're ready for life management, connect with me at 0917-569-4200 for the free session, or you may message us here at Life Coach Philippines. Just tell them that, hey, you watched the segment from Coach Shaun, and let's have a conversation. All right? Thank you very much for all of you who shared your comments in there. Maraming salamat. I read through it. Thank you. It's a beautiful insight. Thank you, Joy. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Coach Rizal. Maraming salamat. Lady Jan, thank you for Coach Lady Jan. Thank you for putting that in there for people to take a look at, reflect on, and write it down. All right? So as I end this conversation, let me invite you to be part of what we are doing as an organization of professional certified life coaches. If you are not yet to be a smart holder of the B-Learning e-card, and this is what I was talking about, number 7 is to be a mental model and still missing the perks of what we enjoy today, is the best time to take action. Connect with Coach yourself, 0917-586-1661 to join the B-Learning Society. It's a tent maker of the B-Learning homes for mental fitness. And what you will get out of here is enjoy a 5% food and beverage discount from Decaf Coffee Republic. And you will also get a full access to Mental Model Masterclass by Master Coach Shaun. This is happening every 4th Saturday of the month, plus the benefit of a 90-minute free coaching session with a senior coach from Life Coach Philippines. And save the date and what you see in your screen right now on October 30th, 7 p.m. for our next mental model master classes. Master Coach A will teach about the thought leadership mental model mastery. You have a thought in there. You have an idea. That idea, I tell you, if you hone that, that is something that will make a transformational and life-changing approach. So utilize that thought, join us, learn the thought leadership mental model, and discover how to become the 21st century knowledge entrepreneur. We need to shift our mindset from being an employee to being an entrepreneur. If you want a thriving life, if you want to live a thriving life, don't just focus on performance management. Also pay attention and invest on life management. For more information on registration assistance, connect with Coach Rizal through 0917-586-1661. Also, if you feel that you're someone who wants to embark on a journey of becoming a certified life coach, you're hearing me, you've heard what I'm doing, you've heard what I've said, join us as a certified life coach. Master Coach A is now offering Co-Actively Co-Create Life Coach Certification Program. And this is now a CPD accredited course with 40 credit units. So if you are looking for this year, it's, the latter part of the year and you need to accomplish CPD, this is the place for you. CPD is all about learning new things and refreshing your knowledge by doing new things, which makes CACC Life Coach Certification Program the perfect track for continuing professional development. And life coaching is the 21st century learning experience that will empower professionals to enhance their skills in multiple domains and thereby increasing their relevance in an increasing complex workplace. The workplace has changed. The landscape has changed. We also need to adapt. And this is the beauty of the CACC certification class for you to start adapting effectively. The CACC course includes 21-day web-based learning. It's a 3-day live coaching bootcamp with Master Coach A and includes a 3-day live business bootcamp with senior coaching team. The program package also comes with many other bonuses. So please connect with Coach Rizal through 0917-586-1661 to discover opportunities waiting for you in this profession. All right. Maraming salamat for joining me this wonderful morning. I hope you enjoyed your time. If you're able to get some wisdom and nuggets in it, share that in the digital space. Post that in your timelines. Get your hashtag your my bag and moment in there. Just one thing that you can leave behind today that would just allow other people to read to it and get inspired, get transformed. Post that in there. All right. Do join us for another episode of Coaching Conversations later with Coach Nords at 2 p.m. for coaching for intentional living and Coach C for coaching for unbarrenness at 4 p.m. We do this every single day in Life Coach Philippines at 10 a.m., 2 p.m., and 4 p.m. If you are looking for further content that will allow you to transform your life, utilize the search function in there and type in there what topic you would get. And I tell you, it will give you all the things that you can, start reading, start investing your time. Maraming salamat. This is Life Coach Shaun from Life Coach Philippines for Coaching Think Talk. Coaches like us think and talk like this, and this is something that you want. This is us in the Philippines. Welcome to Life Coach Philippines. Come and join us. Labam boom, labam boom, labam boom. Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.